And check. This is Vice City Mafia podcast. We coming at you. I got my boy here, Major Minor. I'm your boy Cross-Eyed, and we got a special guest today.
It's Don.
You meet people like me himself. Gotta tap in now.
What's poppin'? What's poppin' with y'all?
Chillin'.
Shit, I mean, been up since 4 a.m. You know what I mean?
That's
been
how you
grinding.
No sleep.
But nah, man, you know, it's dope. Like Barry be coming into the stew. You know what I mean? It's time that we bless.
Second home,
we've
man.
been talking about having him on the pod for a second. You know what I mean? But you know, Barry, you've been going through some shit. Nigga, speak on it.
Real talk. So about 2 months ago, I lost my grandma. You know, and that was hard enough. I felt like when I was growing up, I thought the hardest thing I had to do, because I grew up with my old boy only. You feel me?
Yeah.
And my dad was more of like a strict type of parent. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was strict on doing his little thing and teaching us the hard way. So growing up without a mama, without that love that you normally have, right?
Yeah.
It builds you into a different type of person. You know?
Right.
But the one thing about my old boy, he never believed in me not accomplishing what I needed to accomplish. You feel what I'm saying?
That early childhood belief important, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the main thing he said is, if you got a goal and you got the means to go for the goal, you can accomplish it. So I took that to heart, and my old boy taught me a lot of lessons. I ain't really have him around when I was growing up. I really had the choice to do whatever I felt like doing.
What you
You
mean?
know what I'm saying? Because he was never around like that. But when
From
he was,
what age?
I would say 13 up, all he did was work and go to work and come back. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't really have that. Me and my two brothers ain't have that. You know,
So from 13 up, you was raising yourself?
type shit.
Out in Florida?
In Florida, bro. So you could only imagine a little boy growing up, and it's around them boys. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
And when you got the leeway to do what you want, you could get into a lot of stuff. You know,
Of course.
growing up early. So when I was growing up, you know, you had to find a way to make a means for yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will look on the outside in and not really understand what you're going through because they look a certain type of way.
Yeah.
But you always got to be humbling yourself. And the one thing that my old boy taught me growing up is that you have the choice to do whatever you want. You feel what I'm saying? But as long as you have a goal and a mindset to achieve that, you could achieve it. You feel what I'm saying? And I bring that every day of my life.
Because how old are you?
I'm 22 right now.
22.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because sometimes I'll be talking to you, like, I'll be thinking you were like 30, bro.
I know, bro.
I could have sworn you were older.
It's just how you carry yourself, and the conversations we having in the studio, right? Because, you know, even the people that you come with sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, everybody talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just in the energy that you provide, you know what I mean? Like when the mic turned on, right?
It's different.
Yeah, you were a different type of nigga, right?
It's different.
But with the mic off, you can be quiet to yourself, observing. You know what I mean?
That's what I feel, because growing up, like, I'm normally a protector around my family. Not a lot of people have that built in them. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to build that, and you have to go through certain things to be that type of person. I don't feel like anybody could be just laid back and sit back, especially when you grow up a certain type of way. Yeah. You gotta observe and watch things. You know what I'm saying? So me having to grow up earlier than a lot of people around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to watch people and see movements and see how they move, because not everybody is what you think they is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, most people in love with lying, bro. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, bro. I think more people, and you know, I honestly think rap made that a popular thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause niggas was faking the funk so much that like people want to lie about their life. Like, you know, all right, with rap music, it's more like a persona and you're selling it, right? But like, I think people get that shit twisted and then they start lying about their accomplishments in real life just to get what we talked about, instant gratification. You know what I'm saying?
And social media made it even worse, right? Because you can
you can fake it.
You get rewarded for faking it. You know what I mean?
What I believe in is, you already know in the stew, Shook. Yeah. I tell Shook all the time, like, I believe in speaking on how I feel. You get what I'm saying? So whatever
in real life.
Exactly.
But go ahead.
Exactly. Because in real life, what I do and the way I'm more laid back and observant, I can't really speak how I want to speak in an everyday circumstance. You get what I'm saying? So when I get to the mic, I can really speak how I want to speak and talk about what I want to talk about.
And that's why you can do like line by line recording, right? Is because you're really speaking on shit that's coming to you, like top of mind, right?
And it's coming from pain too, because a lot of people believe pain music is just singing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of rap pain, but there's singing involved. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once I'm gonna get to that point, but I'm at the point right where I can really lyricize how I'm feeling, what I'm going through.
Bro, because I mean, there's different types of niggas that come in and record, right? And sometimes it's like, sometimes it'll be like niggas will have a whole song written, you know what I mean? But that's because they're going home inventing a character. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then come into the studio and present that character like a play. Yeah. Right? But the only niggas that can come in and just do that bar for bar shit, that it sounds good, right? That really speak on some shit, niggas that live shit, bro. That's why I wasn't even tripping that you had taken time away from the music and then came back and got on the mic because you went and lived, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Sometimes you gotta take a step back just to really understand, like, you gotta put something into your music. I feel like what I'm coming with now in 2024, I'm gonna put the pain in the music and turn that pain to power. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, pain in music always makes for the best song. Like, like I've sat here, I engineered music, I've recorded music, I've sang myself, you know, and I always find like I could sit here and rap or like sing about love and all that, but I think pain music hits the soul different. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're listening to pain,
I feel
you
like
can feel what homie's going through.
I feel like the best thing with that type of music is like people could really feel you and understand where you're coming from. Because not a lot of people can relate to a lot of music, but the music that I'm trying to put out to everybody out there is just like, feel me. You know what I'm saying? I want them to feel me.
And the thing is, the more specific you get, the more people feel it. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, like, a lot of people try to make music for everybody, right? And the problem with that is that it sounds generic. Because it sounds like you're trying to make it for everybody. The key to making music that everybody really feels is when you speaking your real shit. You know what I mean? That's why I always fuck with, like, when you in the studio, bro, is because, like, I can really knock to it because, one, you're seeing it as it's happening, right? Which is a beautiful thing, right? It's like watching a painter really get to paint, right? It's not no AI shit where the shit's just magically there, right? It's like, I see you going through it, you're like, niggas, that part? No, I'm gonna re-say it like this, boom, 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 right? So we get all that right there. But then it's from your heart, bro. So niggas can't help but feel it, bro. You know what I mean? And it's funny because, like, even when there's like 10 niggas in the studio and everybody freestyling type shit, right? And it's like, it's different, bro. You know what I mean? It's different pockets, you know what I mean? And so, you know,
that's another thing. Because I feel like a lot of people can make music, a lot of people can rap, but when they put it down on a piece of paper, it takes away from the experience itself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand if you're trying to make, I feel like you should really speak how you feel in the studio, so then when you could bring it back to paper, you could show your rough draft and your note on how you got there. You get what I'm saying?
I always say there's a difference. So a lot of people are talented out here, right? Hard work beats talent.
Facts.
Other than that, like, there's a thing I always try to tell people, and I be sounding like a hater sometimes, so sometimes I let people be, but there's a difference between being talented and being an artist. Facts. You know what I'm saying? All right, so you could paint a painting, right? You could paint the most realistic painting ever. That's fire, but it ain't more fire than Picasso.
Or Basquiat.
Or Basquiat, you know what I'm saying? Or Cause. Like, wow, you did him super realistic, but there's no you
in
There's no flavor. There's no you in it. I like that. There's no flavor. You got no flavor.
You know what I mean? And it gets like.
And people do the same thing with music.
I don't like the term like brand or anything, right? Because it makes it sound like manufactured. But it, like, when you are you, that is your brand. You know what I mean? So niggas try to fit into a box, right? But it's like, bro, can't nobody be you. So it's like when you unapologetically, then you want to win, bro. So niggas too busy trying to sound like this
somebody
and
else.
And people do that. They'll come to the stew and they'll really be like, they'll really want to sound like, they'll come in and they'll request, hey, can you make me sound like Brett, or can you make me sound like Drake, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like another problem people have when they're making music. You know, and everyone does it. Like when you first start making music, you look to one artist and you try to copy that sound.
Right.
But I think that's the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah.
Even though everyone does it, I did it personally.
No, but look, it's a good way to get started, right?
That's true.
Yeah. It's a good way to get started because, like I mean, we talked about it before on the pod, you know what I mean? But it's like Drake came in sounding like Wayne, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. Everybody came in sounding like anybody. Like when I first started making music, I was going off of somebody else until you really find your own rhythm and find your own flow that match you.
Right.
And when you give your heart into it, it's gonna be different.
But I remember the first time you came in, bro. Yeah. And I was like, damn, nigga, how long you been out there for? You're like, nigga, this is my first time. I was like, what?
Yeah, I remember the first time.
The nigga was raw, bro. I was very surprised, you know what I mean? Because I have to deal with a lot of traffic, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so it was always like a little breath of fresh air. So that's why I asked.
I was surprised myself because my homeboy at the time, you feel me? He told me, Jabari, like, you feel me? He was like, Bari, just come in the stool, like, try it out, bro, because I see the talent. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember the first little thing I had recorded on BandLab, right? Yeah. Recorded one little thing on BandLab. It was called Birthday Something. I dropped it on my birthday. Yeah. Had the whole school listening to my song.
Hell yeah.
Went crazy on SoundCloud. And I took it down.
Why?
I just didn't feel like it was good enough.
Yeah, yeah.
I've always had that little thing with myself where I wanted to compete with myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If everybody sees it's good and I feel like it ain't good enough, I don't want to do it.
But that's just, bro.
And that's the best way to do things, is to compete with yourself.
And I was going to say
we talked about that on one of our podcasts.
Yeah,
competing with yourself versus other people.
But and I feel like that's the sign of a real artist and somebody that's sure of themselves, that even it's being able to be like, look, at the end of the day, I will know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I will know. I don't care if everybody fuck with me.
Yeah.
Because I'll know I could have done better.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's cool that all y'all saying that over there, but this is how I think.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And y'all gonna follow me regardless.
Exactly.
So I gotta take it away right now.
And I'm gonna put it back out.
I'll put it back out when it's ready.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? No, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All
right. So you lost your grandmother.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so what's your nationality?
I'm Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica.
Bomba clap.
Big bomba clap. Big bomba clap. You understand?
Were you raised in Florida your whole life?
I came up from Jamaica when I was about 7 years old.
All right.
Yeah. And I came from Jamaica to Atlanta. I was living in Atlanta, Georgia for like 2 years. That's when my little brother was born.
All right.
And then right after that, we moved straight to Florida in 05.
So what, you the oldest? You the middle?
Nah. I got an older brother. I got 2 older brothers. I got one that's 23 and one that's 30.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm the middle child.
All right.
But I move like I'm the oldest. You know what I'm saying?
You move like you're the only, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I always seen, like, my mama always told me, like, I was her only fully black baby, even though I got 3 black brothers and one's light skinned.
What you mean?
I was only the born black. I was born brown.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? The rest is born light skinned, the other little colors. You feel what I'm saying? So she said, you the black sheep. So I took that on from the jump because I always knew from when I came up and growing up, everything was bet against me.
Yeah.
But the one thing I always knew about myself is I want everybody to bet against me. Bet against me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And see what happens.
Bro, you know what, bro? It's funny because, like, I think it's like a superpower, right?
Yeah.
To take when somebody gives you something that they think may affect you negatively, to absorb it and turn it positive, right? Yeah. Because even like anything, bro, like if you could just say and yes to it, like and what else? You know what I mean? Like so, like you know.
But it's also taking ownership because a lot of people blame everything on other stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
He's smart.
And I believe like everything, even if it's not your fault, it's your fucking fault.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people don't take that into concept because if you hit that car or somebody hit your car, it's still your fault.
Yeah.
You feel me? No matter what it is, it's your fault because you're in that position, so you got to find your way out.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And nothing's going to be solved by you sitting there blaming people.
That's
where people get fucked up.
Because you still got to get out of that position.
Because even if, let's say it was somebody else's fault,
it still affected you.
You got to get out of it.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody coming to save you.
Exactly.
Because the idea when you complain is you're giving the power to whoever you're complaining about, right? So it's like, oh, my dad did this, my mom did this, so I'm here. But then they have all your power. Your mom's responsible for your relationship. That's weird.
And that's gonna keep you down.
You know what I mean? That's gonna keep you there until she changed.
And I think everybody that's in these shitty positions and you're blaming someone else, bro, there's someone out there that's
way worse,
successful, and they dealt with way worse.
Way worse.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's why I never like hold. Even though I had to grow up how I grew up, I never held no grudges. I never felt no type of way. At first, when I was young, I felt like, damn, bro, why you gotta be like this for me?
But that's every. Go ahead.
Exactly. I felt like, damn, why it's gotta be like this for me? But then I'm going out. When I finally moved out, you feel me? As a kid, and then I'm going on the street, and I'm over here finding a way for myself. I got my whips because I put myself in that position of having multiple shits. You feel what I'm saying? So when I'm out on the road and I'm going about and I see people in the corners on the street, you hear a lot of stories and you around a lot of people. You feel me? I got a couple of friends that grew up in foster care. A couple of mamas and daddies was crack babies. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta take it for what it is, because that could have been you. So even though if you had like a little upset when you was a kid and you growing up, it's still your choice to be better, bro.
And at some point in time, you gotta stop. Like, you gotta take responsibility for whatever happened when you were younger, right? Because the people that had you too are just people.
Exactly.
I mean, they ain't superheroes, even though in your mind you like they adults. And then you become an adult and you're like, oh, it was just this.
Because they was kids too.
Exactly. And hurt and abandoned and not fully developed, right? And sometimes I feel like you gotta take on that responsibility for your parents or for somebody older, right? I've taught older people all the time, bro. I learn from my son every goddamn day, bro. Like, really though, just in terms, nigga, it was like this. We got a new couch, right? And I'm setting up the couch. I'm hype about the couch. The couch came in a big ass box. My son just walks over. I was like, you like the couch? He's like, yeah, daddy, like that. He walks over to a box and says, Daddy, I love this box. You know what I mean? And I was just like, nigga, the box ain't the thing. But then, like, his joy with the box, but I was like, but to him, it's just a big ass play toy. It's just a big ass box. And he was just appreciative of the box. I was like, nigga.
And that's the one thing we lose as adults, though, because he has the imagination. You get what I'm saying?
In perspective, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You feel me? When you lose, I feel like the more you grow older, if you let it happen, you will lose your imagination. And when you lose your imagination, you lose your dreams, your hopes, and your aspirations.
And that perspective thing, bro, you know, it helps. All right, there's something I like to go through in life, bro, and a lot of people don't do it. So I work in the club business. So sometimes, bro, like, you know, like I'll be so mad at someone, right? In the club, like a customer, and he'll be pissing me off. He's just throwing up everywhere, or he's just touching the girls, or being mad rude. And then, bruh, but when you grab perspective, right? Like, you put yourself in your son's shoes for a minute. You got to put yourself in the other person's shoes that's pissing you off. Like, hold on, homie's fucking drunk, dude.
You can't be mad at a nigga for being
I got him drunk and I took all his
money,
and now here I am trying to kick him out. Like, he's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that works for everything, bro. Just looking into perspective of other things, or putting yourself into other people's shoes, bro. It helps me ease myself. Like, I used to have horrible road rage, bro. And every time I got mad in the car, I used to crash it, bro. Like,
I let the boys have it, because the way I already know how I drive, boy, I'm a lane switcher, boy.
And I be getting mad, bro. And then sometimes, like, no, motherfucker, cut me up. And then like, hold on.
I just let the boys
Homie's probably in a rush, bro. I'm not in a rush. Why am I mad? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna still reach there.
Because I get mad and I'll start racing them and trying to cut them off back. You know, just to show them, like, I can do it too. You know what I mean? Like, that perspective thing helps ease the mind.
And it's good that you have your kid around, bro, because your kid will give you, like, a different perspective on what you see in life and why you see life.
It's gifts every day, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why, like, you know, I understand that people deal with pain, and I understand that, you know, like, niggas have horrible BM situations, right? And they end up not being there for your kid, right? The woman has to live with the baby, right? Like, her hormones change, right? And they develop oxytocin, and they develop immediate love, right? But they show that the man's brain is capable of that too, but it's determined based on how much time and effort he puts in, right? It doesn't naturally occur. Yeah. But those only occur when you're there and present, right? Yeah. So it was like, because at the time too, I was really like on the fence about, like I was not ready to have my son. Yeah. I was really on the fence about it. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think you're ever ready to. I don't think there's ever a good time.
I was just like, look, I'm not even really with his mom, right? I was not prepared. I was living my life. I was getting my shit together, right? Yeah. And I was just like, bro, it's not gonna happen. And she put it like, look, you can even be there or not, but I'm having this baby, right? Yeah. And in that moment, I decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? Because I know how important having a father is, right? Trust. And nigga, it's been nothing but blessings, bro. And I can't imagine it any other way. So it's just like
having a family also, bro, feels good, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But it takes a different type of man to really step up to that.
Exactly, bro. Like, when you have a family, bro, your ambition, I feel like as a man, our ambition becomes stronger. Now we have to do it.
But niggas are fearful that they make that choice and they can't provide.
Exactly.
That's the issue, right?
That's real.
And so they just back out and say, nah, I don't want it.
Yeah.
But it's because they're fearful of themselves.
Exactly.
Not knowing if they can do it or not.
As niggas, we want to always be in that provider leadership role.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if we feel like that might fuck us over in the long run, you gonna feel kind of shaky towards that. You feel what I'm saying?
But it's like this, bro. It's like sometimes you gotta burn the ships. Yeah. Sometimes you just make the decision and be like, nigga, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm finna die.
Exactly.
That's it.
But that's the mindset that you gotta have in life.
Yes.
Because if you don't think in life like, okay, if it's either I do this shit or it's done, it's not gonna be there for you.
But that niggas always try to have a way out.
Exactly.
That's the excuse shit we talk about. That's why niggas don't want to take responsibility for shit, right? That's what, like, nigga, we were talking about it in the studio, bro. You know what I mean? It's just like, niggas ask advice for answers they already know because they want somebody to blame when they don't finish.
Exactly, right? Bro. Like, the one thing I never understood, bro, is in life, like, somebody will come to, you'll let them know your morals, your aspirations, what you believe in. You feel me? Your moral code is what a lot of people look at you as. You know what I'm saying? Nice. So when you let a nigga know your morals and your aspirations, you let a person know your morals and aspirations, and they say, yeah, I got those same ones too. And then you display those on a day-to-day basis. And then in their mind, they feel like they have those same morals and those aspirations. But when it comes down to certain things, when it goes to pick up those morals, they don't have it no more.
Because it's easy to have the morals and aspirations when you saying it. It's easy when shit good. Yeah. It's easy when it's not pressed. It's easy when you up, right? Yeah. But it's like when the chips are down, nigga, and you gotta and having those morals and aspirations work against you.
Exactly.
Are you gonna keep it?
Exactly.
And that's where niggas
because then it's to them it's a choice to have those.
Yeah, but it's like, nigga, this is how I live.
Exactly.
Really.
So I gotta keep that.
I can't live any other way. Exactly. I can't going back to that shit of no, but I don't know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because niggas are like, no, if I just make everybody else think that I got them, and then behind closed doors I behave that way. But guess what? Don't work like that, bro. Because at the end of the day, all truth comes to the light, brother.
Exactly.
Like God gonna show the truth, bro.
You know, the people I see that usually don't have morals or don't have no code.
We know now, man. I ain't even gonna do it.
We all know some niggas. It's usually the people that have no faith and that have no faith, right? Whether you choose to believe in God or not. Yeah. You know, like I feel like a man with no faith and has no higher power or doesn't believe in anything and just believes we're here, die, and then that's it. Yeah. Are the men that are gonna work at McDonald's, live their life, and they're gonna do their friends dirty, they're gonna fuck their homie's wife, you know what I'm saying? Because they have
a man without purpose and moral code.
Yeah, no purpose, bro. He has no purpose, bro, because he has no morals, no code, no
guidance.
No guidance.
But that's why that observation shit is crucial, right? Because language, you know, because we hear all these phrases like talk is cheap and da-da-da-da-da, right? Yeah. But it's like even in psychology, right? They say 12% of communication is language, right? But we think of it as 100% because we talk to each other, right? But we perceive more based on body language, right? Based on tone, and then based on action, right?
Exactly.
Because it's just like, nigga, it's easy to run your jaw, nigga. Easy, bro.
Real
but
easy.
like to behave in a manner in accordance with what you say and do in accordance with what you feel.
Yeah.
Hey, that's priceless.
And I feel like some people got shit twisted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so some people think they gotta be this tough guy, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so there you got. All right, let's say you get into an altercation. Homie's talking all that smack, right? And then you're like, all right, let's dump it. And he goes, nah, because what the excuse they use all the time. Nah, I'm on probation. Nah, my hands are actual registered weapons. You know,
but
they give you all them
excuses. That boils down to ego, and man is full of ego. Yeah. Once you let ego trip your whole life, bro, and you start to see how people walk and move, that's what I'm saying. The best thing to do in life is to really sit back and watch.
Yeah.
Because ego is the tip of everything, bro. A lot of people say it's money. A lot of people say it's fame. It's ego.
Because ego drives both them
exactly.
motherfuckers. Ego drives money and fame.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta take your ego out of things in order to succeed. There was a thing I watched, right, on how to deal with a bad boss.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and let's say you're working for someone and they treat you like shit every day, right? And they're telling you, hey, go clean the toilet, right? Now, the problem isn't that you're working. You're working, you're getting paid good, but you lose the job, not because of him, because it has to go back to what you said, which is blaming yourself. Yeah. So it's because of your own ego, bro. Yeah. Because homie wouldn't be picking you on you so much if it wasn't for your ego.
It's real.
But also, nigga, it's like
it goes back to the boss too, because it's his ego making you want to do it.
Exactly.
Right. But that's,
exactly.
But also, nigga, it is a lesson, right, in comparison and situation. It's like, nigga, if you're tired, most people are complacent with where they're at, so they're not changing their situation. So if you're tired of somebody telling you to do something, then become the nigga that tells other people to do it. You know what I mean? But it's the timeline. So a lot of niggas want to be the general when they're not even good soldiers, right?
Exactly.
And so it's like, but bro, so like sometimes you got to eat shit to learn, right? And then once you learn, you do as you please.
Yeah, because there's no straight way to the top, bro. On whatever you're doing, you're gonna be a famous artist. Mm-hmm. There's no straight way up. You gotta eat shit on your way up there. You know?
I feel like everybody, if you have a solid group of people, bro, I feel like everybody gonna know their part. Everybody got a part in it. You feel me?
God.
If you know you the leader of this, or you just that, or you a soldier, or you a watcher, you the nigga that's watching out for you. You feel me? Y'all need to know y'all part, or else that's not a functional group.
Bro, because it's like this, bro. Samurais, right, back in the day, look, so I'm gonna talk about samurai? No, this is what I'd rather talk about this. A good boss, anyways, is in service to those who serve him. Yeah. Right? Because it's like one can't exist without the other. Yeah. Right? So even if you are the best way I found to get somebody to do what you want is to encourage them while they're doing it, right? Yeah. So you can get somebody to do some shit and be like, yeah, do that shit. Real and then they do it and they resent you.
Even like the way I see it is, and I learned this in life, because if you have somebody that don't want to pay you or don't want to pay other people, or he's used to not paying other people, and you go up to that person and go, yo, I heard a couple of things saying that you don't pay nobody, but I'm going to give this to you. And I believe in you because you got a good personality about you. I feel like you're gonna be the right type of person to do this. Nigga, when you give them that, they're gonna try to uphold what you talking about.
They'll do
exactly. But like it goes like, all right. So you gotta look at wolves. You gotta look at wolves, right? The leader of the pack and the wolves stays at the end of the line, right?
Right.
And also, being a lone wolf ain't gonna get you nowhere. The lone wolf always dies. Everyone wants to say they're gonna be the lone wolf, but
I don't believe in that, dude.
Dies.
I don't believe in that.
It's better to have a group. Because when you have the squad, you're gonna. Not saying you can't do it without a squad, but it's definitely gonna make your journey a lot much nicer.
I feel what you're talking about, but at the same time, just think about it like in a group of lions. You feel me? If you the leader for now, there's always gonna be somebody try to come up and then fight for you. You feel me? To come the new male, become the new dominant person. Right. So the way I move and the way I used to move, I understand that I had that wolf role. You get what I'm saying? Where I'm the leader and you got people around you, but there's a lot of snakes in that grass when you bring in more people. As you grow older, bro, you're gonna understand that, okay, this is a person, no matter how long you know them. The morals and the code that they go by is not the same one that you go by. The reason that they follow you is because of the code that you built and showed to them. So they hold you to a standard. You know what I'm saying? But once your standard and their standard don't meet up at a certain point in time, there's a fall off within the pack. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure. You're always going to have a fall off in the pack, you know. But I think as long as you keep your circle small, you know, having a squad is a benefit.
Yeah, I feel like you should always have people that you could go around and will benefit each other. That's separate and apart from having certain people close to you, because you got to understand, everybody started as a stranger. Once you fall off with that person, you want that stranger knowing everything about you.
I like that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
that was real.
Okay, so I'm in between both these thoughts, right?
Shit.
Because no man is an island, right?
Real talk.
You know, so like you need other people
To get, because everything in the world is connection still.
right, for sure. But everybody gotta be solid in who they are, and nobody can look to any other. No man can look to any other man for survival.
Facts.
And unfortunately, that's what happens in a pack mentality, right?
Yeah.
Is that like it ends up if a leader is strong and somebody doesn't feel like picking up the slack, if the leader's strong enough, can make everybody look good. It's like when a team winning, you don't notice that the running back ain't like got an injured calf and the wide receiver really slacking on some routes because you win it.
Yeah.
So everything looked good. But then you start to drop a couple games, then everybody start pointing fingers, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And then it's the weak ones, they might be the ones chatting to the bitch about where you stay at.
Yeah.
Or then,
That's,
you know what I mean?
that's
Like,
where it comes to the point, bro. Like, you know, because there's another thing. Because with what I said, getting your pack together, there's another thing. You got to be ready to kill some people.
oh, yeah.
In the terms of 48 laws of power.
Yeah.
Nah, we're not really gonna kill them, but you
No,
gotta
but-
be ready to cut niggas off.
Yeah.
That when their goals
But-
ain't aligned with yours.
But look, bro,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put it like this though, right? I feel that.
I feel like a lot of people
I feel
want to
that.
hold on
But-
to someone because
but
of the
look,
idea
bro,
they have of them.
But look, right? Without even saying names, a nigga that was close knew so many of my private details,
Real talk.
right?
Real talk.
Got cut off and went and told so many of my private details
Real talk.
to so many people. And the only reason I know is because all those people fucked with me
So they
and
let
told
you
me
know.
like, hey, I don't believe this, but this nigga spinning it like this, that, and the third. But to be fair, ain't none of it hurt me because my character never changed in the midst of all that, right? And those people knew me for who I was, and that person lied so deeply, so often, that they didn't even take it seriously. But had that person been any smarter or more conniving, it could have hurt me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I did have to go back and mend some relationships, or like ball out extra hard in front of these people
Yeah.
to let them know the truth, right?
Yeah.
Because this nigga was speaking on my name like,
Yeah, because
And he was
like
a stranger
still-
that you let in.
right.
So now he has that information. If
Right.
he felt like it, you feel me? Because that goes back to the moral code that niggas don't have.
Yeah.
You feel me? You have it. They say they have it. They show like they have it when they around you.
Yeah.
But then when they around other people, it's not like that.
And it's not.
You feel me?
And the crazy part is, I found out that the nigga was speaking on me while shit was good.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part, because he was envious
Exactly.
of me helping him.
Exactly.
Right? So he tried to spin it as if he was helping me.
That's what I'm
But I was
saying.
like, nigga.
Bro, because some people, because of ego.
Yeah.
Because of ego, bro.
But that's
Ego
what I'm
is
saying.
It all
big-
talk- it all
Hey, bro,
come back.
when you have ego, bro, and some people got them all mixed up, bro.
Yeah.
They got ego, they got ego, they lying because
They
they're
envious.
trying to,
Yeah.
envy,
Envy.
jealousy the pussy way.
Yeah.
Jealousy is something like, you gotta get jealousy out of your head right now. Like if you're looking at another man and you're like, damn,
Yeah, he got
I'm
that.
jealous
Got
of him,
that.
or you
Yeah.
mad because he's living like that? Like, nah, man, don't be mad. How about you get off your ass and work as hard as he did?
Real
Bro,
talk.
when I see people with some nice shit, bro, you know what I do? I go up to them and I start asking questions. I go, yo, man, what do you do? Yo,
It's-
how do I do that same shit,
It's
bro?
either jealousy or inspiration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you either jealous or inspired. And the difference is when you inspire, you believe that you can also achieve it.
And you take on
know
that good vibe, bro.
You know you just need the knowledge.
Exactly,
Right.
because I feel like I solely believe in, like, if you feel like you looking like envious, if you have envy in your eye to another person, to another thing, it's gonna be so far out your reach than rather when you do good by a person
Yeah.
and you listen to what they say to how to get to that position and place.
Yeah.
That's gonna bring you in because you're gonna be more knowledgeable about what he's doing and you're gonna take it in on a good aspect. and a good karma type. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro, and that energy is real, because ain't nobody gonna want to share with somebody that they feel is secretly
Exactly.
hating. Even if you're hiding it, bro, niggas can see behind
Exactly,
smiles.
the envy.
You know what I mean? Like, they can feel it. You know what I mean? It goes back to that communication shit. You can be saying all the right shit, but sometimes you're just like, it don't feel right, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, something about this, like, nah, it don't feel right. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
You know what I mean? So, but there's people that are better at it than others, right? Like, real snakes will figure out how to mimic you, right, and keep it under wraps for a while. You know what I mean? So you might be like, you know what, I am helping it, and they might play on your ego, right? Because everybody wants to share a game.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
48 laws of power.
It's true.
That shit's a good one.
No, because the way I see it, bro, because speaking on that, because people around me, right, or that were around me, I'll see how they would move. You get what I'm saying? I'm very observant.
When they're not around you.
Exactly. When they're not around me, I can still feel it. Because when you keep God in your life, you're going to start to feel things that you ain't never felt before. You feel what I'm saying? The evil going to show evil.
Yeah.
You feel me? You could feel somebody's soul, how they feel about you for real.
Yeah.
That's why when people say, show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. You feel what I'm saying? I took that to heart, and I really stepped back and I looked at a group that I was around, and I said, nah, because the weakest link in that group or the two weakest links gonna show out who y'all are, even if that's not y'all.
Also, you gotta know, like, if you're chilling with your squad and your squad's talking shit about your homie while he's not there, bro, they're doing the same shit to you, dog. You know what I'm saying? So that's just another.
No, that's facts. Though.
Yeah, that's
100% facts. And you know, because we had said this also, but right along with what you were saying, Varie, is that it's like, I can no longer kick it with anybody who doesn't have qualities that I want to absorb. Because you don't choose what lingo you pick up, the way you move and shit like that. Like,
that's adaptable,
if
bro.
you with somebody long enough, you're gonna absorb it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we matter is hard, bro, but like energy, you can't see it, but it's shared. You know what I mean? So it's like, if somebody has a bunch of qualities that are some pussy ass qualities, nigga, and you hang around with them enough, no matter if you're the hardest nigga in the world, you're gonna absorb some bitch qualities, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. You're gonna start saying little shit like them, you know what I mean? Because it's human nature, right? So the easiest way around that, without having to have a wall up all the time, because you can't always be on guard, is like, damn nigga, if you're gonna spend enough time around them, you're gonna become like them.
Exactly.
So if they don't have what you want, then stay the fuck away from them. It's simple, bro.
Real talk.
You know what I mean?
Because I fully believe, because you feel me, I had a little group, I had a couple of niggas around me, but then when I look back at it, it's like, I don't need to have these people around me because y'all don't got the same mindset that I'm on. So when I'm over here doing this and y'all doing that back there, and we not on the same level of achievement, it don't make no sense why you around me for.
It's even little shit they be saying day to day, bro. You know what I mean? Just be like you be talking about some shit that's real, and then they want to talk about some bullshit. And you're just like, nigga, I can, you know what I mean? But like, I don't really give a fuck.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? And it's not gonna get me nowhere. So what the fuck are we talking about, nigga? You know what I mean? And sometimes, because like that's like, I was doing that to fill the day. I was talking to a homie that's fun to be around, right? But like, he never be talking about shit, and he always on some hating shit. Like, anytime he saw somebody successful, right, he'd be like, oh, I wonder what they did to get that. You know what I mean? Just little shit like that, right? And then just, or if I got some nice shit, he'd be like, damn, bro, oh, that's nice. You know what I mean?
But they
and you're just like,
because you know what they
but you're just like, but nigga, you didn't mean it like a real compliment. You meant it like, must be nice. You know what I mean? Type shit. And then, so I just started being like, yeah, nigga, it is. Because I worked for it, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't nice. Because
yeah, people in their heads, bro, they see you doing good, and then I don't know why. Like, bro, you see it on social media a lot too, bro. Like, and people just hating, like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. Like, nah, homeboy do know what you're talking about.
Even if you're doing something good, bro, it don't matter what it is. If you're doing something good, you're gonna make a lot of niggas mad.
But
you know, Law 48, in the 48 Laws of Power, law number 6 is all attention is good attention.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's better to have attention than to be ignored.
But I'm saying, if you getting ignored and you feel me, no one's saying nothing about you, you ain't doing shit.
You ain't doing shit. That's the only time. That's the only time most people are comfortable, nigga. Because whenever you are succeeding, it makes them question why they ain't, right? You know what I mean? But the biggest way, the easiest way I found to deal with critics is, and people that hate on you, is just say yes and, bro. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you just got this because this. Yeah. And now what, nigga? Yeah, I did. Like even, bro, I'll be lifted and because I went to go squat the other day, right? And I put up like 4 plates. Like squat, like I'm short, I'm compact, nigga, all that, right? But I work, bro, right? Yeah. So I was lifting with a tall nigga, and he's skinnier, and he was like, "Oh, your body's just made for squats. Like he's like, oh, you turn it to this like little compact thing." And I was like, but I was a little compact 15 minutes ago when we was benching and some shit like that, right? You know what I mean? But just because this makes you feel a certain way, you want to put me into some weird thing like I had an advantage over you,
trying to put
right? Instead of saying like, so I just say, and?
But that's how you was made, bro.
I'm putting up 4 plates and you putting up 2, nigga. You just mad that I'm doing double. You know what I mean? So you coming up with an excuse. So I was like, and? You know what I mean? What? I'm still lifting more than you, nigga. What? You know what I mean? But it's just, and it leaves people with nothing left to say. Because it's like, nigga, no, I'm not even arguing with you, bro. But the facts is the facts. Like, if I wasn't even in a competition with you, but clearly you in a competition with me in your head. Yeah. And yes, and what? You know what I mean?
Real talk.
But, you know, even, I don't know, man.
Yeah, nah, real though, bro. Like, speaking back on, my old boy just passed too, so, you feel me? I've been trying to shake back and really look back over the things that he taught me, you feel what I'm saying? Because we wasn't close for a long time, bro. And that played a big part because I ain't grow up with no OG. So that love that you normally grow up with as a kid, you know what I'm saying, that you get from your mom and you feel me? Say your grandmother, your mama, whoever you grew up with, you need that woman around you. You know what I'm saying? Because that gives you that little love that you can give to other people. So
what's your relationship with females like now?
With my mama?
What's your relationship with females?
Females. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy. You know how, boy, you know how like a lot of people are like very loving and you know what the dogs say, aftercare. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Aftercare and taking care. You know, as growing up around all niggas and all boys and all boys, you know what I'm saying? You have that love in you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's harder to bring out you to show to somebody.
Right.
Because number one, we in Florida.
Right.
That's number one. We in Florida. Yeah. So the females in Florida really niggas. Now, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, I ain't saying nothing wrong, but you got some good dimes down here too, you feel me? But they come from other parts.
Yeah.
I like the culture of female, bro. I like when they have certain morals bottom, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like a traditional female?
I like a traditional dime, but not when we say traditional, you know how that go.
Oh yeah,
you know how that goes.
Yeah, they get mad.
You feel me?
No, I like a traditional.
Yeah.
I think every man wants a traditional.
But every woman wants to live like rent paid for, all that stuff. I feel like as a man, you're supposed to pay for rent. As a man, you're supposed to pay for food. And
I agree.
A lot of females get it mixed up for when they have to pay for something. Like it should be like the little cable, but they mistake the younger men for having to do what the older man do, because once you reach that certain point in your life, when you're able to take care of a woman and put her in that house and she don't have to work, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like they expect that from younger generation too early.
Yeah, but that's where it's too short-sighted.
Exactly.
Right? Because it's like, damn bitch, I gotta get time to build that.
Exactly.
Right? You know what I mean? And so there's an element of it, right, that is like, the man do have to have vision and purpose, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I don't expect no female to just sit around with a loser ass nigga.
And a lot of niggas like that nowadays.
But that's what I'm saying too. And then niggas get comfortable with splitting this shit and then never grow themselves.
Yeah, dude. I always watch men that like. I think. All right. Look, I don't agree with women paying half.
That's a roommate,
bro. That, right?
That's a roommate.
I don't agree with that. Some men want to live like that.
If a dom gotta pay half rent with me, that's a roommate. If I come back and I see her fucking another nigga, I can't be mad.
Yeah, you get me?
The fuck I'm gonna say? At least you paid your half the rent. That's what the nigga gonna do.
Don't get mad when she goes out and she starts fucking someone else. You
nigga, if I come back to our crib, it's not my crib no more.
Yeah.
It's not my crib no more. And she get bent over and say, food's ready, I'm finna go eat the food.
Yeah.
Real talk. If I'm a nigga that let my dom pay half my rent, I'm not the man, that's my roommate.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? You might as well got a nigga to pay the half of the rent.
But some of it be the girls' fault nowadays too, because especially here in Miami, like, bitch, girls want to live like whores, but have a traditional man. You know, and it can't work like that.
But that boils down to the man, though, bro.
But I was gonna say, I think it's I think it comes down to a lot of women don't even know what they want.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? And
Real
a lot
talk.
of men aren't even there to provide stability to show them what they need.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's where that leadership role comes in. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if a female say, "Oh, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to do that," she's just not gonna do that for you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If a female really wants you, she gonna do whatever you want her to.
Yeah, you know what? That's
You feel
true.
what I'm saying?
That's true. Because you can flip a girl into acting.
If there's
the way you want her to
limitations,
act.
bro, if there's limitations on what she would and can do for you, she don't really want you, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's how it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just gotta make sure she's the one that really wants to pay attention to what you want to do in life, bro.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I think women like a man with vision. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why they mess with, like, I talked to a girl just the other day and she was like, a lot of, like, all y'all niggas is hoes. And I'm like, no, we not, because y'all only looking at a certain group of niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when a girl, I said, when you go into a section, you feel me? How much niggas you see in each sections? She said about 5, 10. I said, how much sections is there? Probably like 4, 5. I said, all right, so how much % of men that you think are single or having sex?
Yeah.
You feel me? She go 80%. I said, okay, how much of those niggas on the floor did you look at when you walked into that club? None. You feel me? Mind you, there's 120 niggas in the club.
Yeah.
You got 4 sections full of 5 or 10 niggas.
Yeah.
You feel
If
me?
that. If 5 or 10. You know what
I
I mean?
really
'Cause
feel like 10% of niggas or 20% of niggas is fucking all the dimes.
that's what's happening, bro.
Because
bro,
Yeah, because the women have an idea that like, well, one, the ideology they have is crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot harder for me to go out and get some pussy than it is for my girl to go out to the club and get some dick. You know what it is?
nigga, let me tell you this right now, bro. I
Pussy's
try to
not
let
easy, man.
I try to let niggas know and dimes know. Like, I told this one dime, she was like, oh, it's so much easier for you to go out there because of the type of nigga I am and the type of nigga we are. You feel what I'm saying? To go fuck some pussy. You feel what I'm saying? To go fuck a bitch. It ain't really that hard. I'll make a call. It's one call away for us.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Wait, go ahead.
And I said,
Go ahead. I'm
and
gonna let you finish.
she was like, oh, if you go to the store, I gotta watch what you're doing and this, that. I said, listen, if me going to the store and you going to the store, it's two different things. You could go to the store and pull your pants down and say someone fuck me.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, somebody gonna come fuck your ass.
Yeah.
If I go to the store and I pull my pants down and whip my dick out, I'm going to jail. It's two different things. And people don't be understanding that.
No, but and even deeper than that, right? So there's that.
Yeah.
And then, but like there's niggas that don't have a bag together.
Real
There's
talk.
niggas that don't have confidence.
Real talk.
There's niggas that don't have any direction. There's niggas that are really scared of females.
Really scared of pussy,
You know what
for
I mean?
real.
So on top of all that man-woman dynamic, then it's all that other shit, right? And so they like women just think from their perspective, right?
Yeah.
And not thinking about all these niggas, bro.
Cause there's a lot of niggas that don't do nothing, nigga.
They'll do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like, bro, I've even seen it, bro. It hurts my heart to see like a nigga scared to try to talk to females because they don't know what to say or how to say it. I'm just like, bro, like I said, you know, I'm a little older than y'all, right? So like, I came from a time where, I mean, there was instant messenger and shit like that, but like, in order to get some pussy, you had to pop it, nigga. You had to talk to a female.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like now with Insta and everything, like niggas will make this whole creation in their head about the relationship they having with the bitch. You know what I mean?
And you're not even fucking with her.
And you're not fucking with her at all. Or you told your friend like nigga, there's this dude, I'm a homegirl at the gym, right? And she bad, right? She's cute. She used to be a dancer, so she's not my type, you know what I mean? But she cute, like she's a pretty girl. And she helped the dude, like he asked her to take a video of her or he asked her to take a video of him in the gym, right? So he takes the video, boom, boom, boom. And then at the end, he was like, oh, what's your Insta, right? Gets the Insta, right? And like, so he goes on, he's liking her photos and shit like that. And and he just had. She said it was out of the blue. He just messaged her like, "Can I get a date out of it?" And she was just like, "Can I get a date out of you asking me to take a picture of you in the gym?" She was like that. Like she's like, I didn't even know what to respond because it was so awkward. You know what I mean? Like he's like he asked me to take this video. She's like, I couldn't tell if he was hitting on me or if it was like a bet or something like that. And so she was just like, I don't really understand what you're saying. Right?
But that comes with confidence, bro. A lot of niggas aren't, bro.
You know,
a lot of people live generic lives.
Niggas be thinking, bro. I see my girls' DMs, bro. Like she be showing
and
me.
And they think they doing something.
They be thinking like they're unique. Like they'll DM the girl with the hard eyes and be like, "Girl, you're so beautiful."
You ain't never catch a nigga like me doing that. Everything I love, you ain't never catch a nigga like me doing that. Boy, let me tell you something. I don't DM hoes, boy.
No, you can't DM them. It's better to spit the game in front of their face, right?
So the end of the story, right?
Yeah.
Is so he comes back later with some elaborate. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were so uptight." He comes back later with some whole story. I was like, that story was for sure made up. He's like, "Oh, I told my friends I had a gym crush on you or something, and I thought somebody was playing a prank on me from a Finsta." I was like, nigga, you got her Insta. I was like, he had your Instagram. How can one of his friends hack his account, hack your account? You know what I mean? Send back a message. I was like, that don't even make sense.
It be the confidence.
I was just like, but I was like, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a.
It be the confidence, bro. It's sad because when you really look at it, you understand. Like, when me personally, I'd be like, damn, niggas really have a life. You feel what I'm saying? Because you so stuck inside of your box and your circle and your little, you feel me, your little triangle and shit, that when you see, you ever been in the whip and you look over at somebody arguing in the whip, you go, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm living like this is real life type shit. There's other people arguing about bullshit. Yeah. You feel me? I be so locked into myself because I only believe that you should be paying attention to yourself. You're your only competition. So when you only compete with yourself and you pay attention to yourself, you look at your mannerisms, you get to really dive deeper into your soul and yourself, bro. And when you get to do that, it's different.
But like, I think everybody gets so, people think that people are more interested in them than they are, right? So
people think they're more important than what they are.
People don't move a certain way because they're worried about judgment.
Exactly.
But I'm like, nigga, check it out. Everybody finna die, nigga. And if that man ain't gonna speak at your funeral, then what the fuck do you care about?
Why it matter, bro?
You know what I mean? So it's just like, you have to, like, you gotta be your own biggest critic, your own biggest fan, your own biggest, like, coach, motivator, all of that, nigga. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or else, like, what you out here doing?
Yeah.
Like, what's the purpose, nigga?
And I took that on heavy, bro. You gotta be your own, you feel me, critic and motivator. I talk about myself in the third person sometimes. I ain't even peep. You know what I'm saying?
But bro, there's a thing called Solomon's complex, right? Because King Solomon was great at giving advice to other people, but he was horrible at following advice
from himself.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, bro, sometimes you gotta speak in that third person to give yourself honest advice, bro. Because it's just like, if I wasn't me, how should I move? You know what I mean? It's a helpful exercise, bro. You know what I mean? And in that, like, you come up with real solutions, bro. Because like I said at the beginning, bro, advice is something we ask when we already know the answer but don't want to take the blame.
Exactly.
That's it, bro.
So that's why you gotta reflect on yourself.
Yes, because you have the answer, bro. After you are a grown man, you have the answer. No other grown man can give you the answer because, like, nigga, even when my mom passed, I was going to therapists to try to get through shit, right? But I realized, like, I was spending so much time trying to download my whole history to some other person. I was like, this person's never gonna give me the answer.
Yeah, and they're not gonna understand.
Because their goal is to just keep you there, because that's how they get paid.
Exactly.
So I was like, you never gonna give me the answer. Even though it's painful, I gotta sit with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta sit with it. That's it. You know what I mean? And figure it out for myself.
I went to counseling too, bro. I think I disagree with counseling because I find it better to just, like, all right. Like, sometimes you don't really go to a counselor to get the answer. You know, you really go to counseling because you need a vet. I think it's better to vent just to your homie.
I ain't never did any shit like that. I felt like I was gonna fuck the nigga up. If I really talk about how I feel, bro, I feel like I'll fuck somebody up for real. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Music's a good counselor.
That's what I'm saying. Music, that's when I get the chance to really, like, let it out. Because even in Just a Jit, I just dropped Just a Jit. You feel me? I was really talking, but I wasn't talking as much. But like each song that I make and I speak on how I feel, you get like a little part of how I live my life and what I had to go through. So when you piece them together, you're gonna understand me.
But that's the craziest part though, right? Is that like as we've made more music together, I've found out more about you.
Yeah.
And we become closer because of that, nigga.
Yeah.
And then so the deep conversations came later, right? But it was you unfolding and us working on the music that made it like real, right? And that's when I knew the music is real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm seeing layers of you peeled off, nigga. You know what I mean? So it's like, cause like you don't get that from everybody, nigga. Cause I can hear niggas make thousands of songs and not know a fucking thing about that nigga, bro. Cause it's all lies anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know.
I try my best to make sure that I ain't capping in none of my songs, as you can tell, as you can see. You feel what I'm saying?
What's up?
Nah, I was checking the time.
What's up, man?
I try
an hour.
All right.
I try to make sure my songs is as authentic as it could be because I want people to really understand who I am. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not a talkative person. I'm more laid back. I'm more to myself. You feel what I'm saying? So when me and you build a song together, right? I could peel back that layer of, okay, stand off. You feel me? Because I started noticing I'm kind of standoffish now because of the losses that I took in my life. You feel what I'm saying? And I see like there's like a little boundary of what I used to remember and I used to do that's peeled back and lost. But then my music can come back out.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So the more I work on my music and work on my craft, I can really understand myself more through music. And I hope people can understand me too.
How would you define your music?
How I feel and what I've been through. It's straight like that. You feel me? A lot of people rap about the hype. A lot of people rap about this and that, what they do on a day-to-day. I rap about it all. You feel what I'm saying? Hype, sad, the good, the bad, all of it. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes I don't even know what I say, but it come out. You feel me? There's a lot of times in my music that Shook will look at me and be like, nigga, what the fuck you just said? You feel what I'm saying?
You'll be like, nigga, what the fuck I just said? Play that shit back.
Yeah, I'll be like, play that back, hold on. Because it's how I feel and it's coming from the heart. You feel what I'm saying? When somebody go in and they write what they want to write down because it sounds good and it look good, it's not gonna sound good. It's gonna be one continuous little thing throughout the whole song. Ain't no changes in it.
I always think music sounds better when you do a punch in, punch out kind of thing.
Yeah.
When you record like a punch in, punch out, I always think the music comes out sounding better and it's more authentic.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this, bro. If you're going to say something real meaningful to somebody, right? Like real meaningful from your heart, what's going to sound better? If you read it off a card or if you say it from your heart?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you can have an idea of what you want to say, but you got to speak it right then and there because it's magic. It can mean it. You know what I mean? And that's something that, and the thing is, it can never be duplicated. It's not rehearsed. You know what I mean? You're not in your head about it, because that's what happens too. Like, and I have nothing against people that write, bro, because I've heard some dope music written. Don't get me wrong, but there is something magic about it being created in the studio, bro. There's just something like
because when you writing something down, it takes a part and it takes time from you actually saying it. Now you're gonna contemplate how you supposed to say it,
and you also
how you
forget
supposed
the
to do
flow.
It. Exactly.
Sometimes when you write,
the flow is gonna be the same regardless all through. You feel what I'm saying? They just gonna have to catch that same flow that they had with that.
But that's the problem. They trying to catch what they originally wrote.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so they come to the studio and they thinking about how they said it before.
Yeah.
And it's like, nigga, but you're not in that moment. You know what I mean? The only moment we have is right now.
It's real.
Yeah, but I know why people do it, because when you're paying for the studio time and you don't trust your instinct or skill or your craft so much, you know, I guess writing it down. But I think for the first time going to the studio, all right.
It depends on where you're at with it.
You should grow out of it.
It depends on where you're at with it and what you're doing it for, right?
And it depends on the people that's around you, because even if my energy low, Shook could tell me like, yo, we could tee up because we know better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how we gonna do it.
Where can people listen to your music at?
Apple Music, everywhere, bro. I'm everywhere, bro. DonBari.
DonBari?
Go stream.
Apple Music?
DonBari, Apple Music, TikTok, Instagram, everything. Whatever it's at, bees or whatever you got, I'm on it.
Yeah, and we'll link it in the description.
For sure.
Yeah, we're gonna put the link in the
screen.
description. I'm gonna put it right here at the bottom,
Yeah.
right here, so people can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna put your full name and.
For sure.
Appreciate you for coming out, bro.
For sure,
Appreciate
man.
it. Big facts.
It's been good.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
We gotta have you back on.
For
That shit was
sure.
fire as fuck.
Can't wait, bro.
Yeah.
Remember, y'all need people like me, bro. I like that.
That's
You
the
need
tag
people
right
like
there,
me.
baby.
We out.
Vice City Mafia.